You on my mirror, start to blush when somebody says your name. In my stomach there's a pain. You walk in my direction.
Good morning, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Kaylynne, and we are back with another video. Today's video is going to be how much can I realistically get done reading in a day. So I'm just gonna film like me reading throughout the day and chat with you guys and take you along with what I'm doing, and we'll see how much we get done in a day. So as a mom with two littles, I have 4-year-old and 20-month-old, and yeah, we never know. Each day is like a wild card. So I just want to pop in and let you guys know what I'm reading. So main characters, I started reading this again yesterday. I picked it back up to try to focus on this one now completely. And I'm on, there's no chapters, like chapter number. So I'm on page 21 and it's pretty good so far, and now I feel like I have a good grasp of like the two main characters and what's going on. So their love story is being told by everyone else but them, and I don't know if like they get a little feature at the end saying their story. Maybe they do, but it's nice because we're getting to see their relationship and where it's come from and progress, like where it's going to go and progress to like all throughout the book. So I'm catching on to like the timeline of things, and it's really good. So it is 9 o'clock in the morning. It is Monday, July 13th, which is crazy that we're already in the midpoint of the month. I am making breakfast for the girls. I'm chilling. I'm just in my little exercise shorts and my hoodie because I might work out later today. I don't know, or we might get in the pool. It's supposed to be nice today, so we'll see what this afternoon, like closer to when Jared would get home, maybe we'll get in the pool. So I'm making them breakfast. I need to make myself breakfast, but I don't know what I want, so I'm probably just going to eat a little coffee muffin, make some tea, and then I usually figure out what I really want to eat by like 10, which is bad, but it is what it is. I was trying to sit here and look at my calendar because I have a lot of stuff going on. I don't know if I ever told you guys that I know you know I'm a nurse, but I dropped my hours down. So I'm per diem, like casuals. I make my own schedule and I work a certain amount of hours. I have to work a certain amount of hours a month. So I kind of have the freedom and flexibility to do with my schedule as I wish. But sometimes that can be complicated because I have to like constantly change it a little bit to get it to work. And I've been thinking about what I'm doing for our big vacation at the end of the year. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to make my schedule because I'm going to have to suffer and work for I think the first 3 weeks, which shouldn't be too bad. And I might even work a little bit more like hours so that I can have some extra money to spend. But I might do that before we actually go so that I can actually have the money. But I'm trying to make sure that I have the week of our vacation off and then the week we get back off so that I can just reset, regroup, get it together, enjoy the holidays because it'll be holiday time. So yeah, I've just been in my planner trying to do that. Sometimes in the morning, those are the things on my mind. But anyway, why I also have my planner, I started as a clinical instructor last fall, and I did the fall and spring semester. So I had 3 groups of students. I had 2 in the fall, 1 in the spring, and I wasn't sure if I was gonna do it, and I was more so leaning on not doing it in the fall to try to focus on stuff I have going on with my business and everything, and content creation and all that kind of stuff. But I had said yes. And then the other day I was like kind of panicking looking at everything that's going on because I am more involved at church. I am going to be homeschooling. I have my business I'm trying to get up and running. And it was just like, okay, we went from an empty plate and flexibility to then my schedule would be very, very set and confined yet again. And that was stressing me out. So I did email them like, I'm not going to be able to teach this fall. So I'm going to see how this fall goes, getting everything else that I'm trying to do together. And then there's always opportunities for the future if that's what God has for me, you know? So that's just my life thoughts, and that's why we read. That's why we read, y'all, to get out of this stress and thoughts of real life and get into a different reality for a little while and live in other people's lives, because sometimes it can just be a little too much. But I felt myself getting stressed, and I told my husband, I'm like, I don't like how I'm feeling. I don't like that I'm starting to get anxious about like how I'm gonna handle everything, how I'm gonna do it. And yeah, that was the decision that was made, and I feel great with the decision because I feel like a load is off, and I now have, again, the flexibility and freedom to arrange my schedule as I need to. So August will probably be the month where I really start locking in and trying to get all this homeschool stuff together, because y'all be homeschooling a baby. But yeah, main characters, that's the book we're reading. Making breakfast for the girls, gonna make myself something, and then I will tune back in probably when we're in the back already getting our day started playing. We'll probably read a little bit. I'll read some books to them, play, you know, and then see if they can venture into independent play while I start reading. And I also want to edit a video. I need to edit a video for you guys that you'll be seeing the video before this, because I'm trying to get it up today, and I'm thinking about what days I want my videos to come out. I don't know if Friday is necessarily the best day. I'm not sure. I think Mondays or Tuesdays might be the best days. So we'll see, but spend the day with me reading main characters. And then I also am like getting antsy because I want to start Misconnection, but I'm trying to read this one. Okay, so we'll see if I can do it.
Right. My AI just changed. It just buzzed the front gate. Thank God you came. How many more days could I wait? Made plans with you, and I won't let them fall through. I think I lie for you. I think I die for you. Jodeci cry for you. Do things when you want me to. Like controller. Yeah, like controller. Yeah. Okay, you like it when I get aggressive. Tell you to go slower, go faster, like controller. Yeah, like controller. Yeah. And I'm never on a wasting charity. I do it how you say you want it. Them girls, they just wanna take my money. They don't want me to give you.
All right, hello you guys. It is actually the next night, and I've been reading like periodically throughout the day. I did not really read yesterday, and it is what it is. But I just wanted to pop in and say that so far I'm really liking the book. I'm on page 63, and this is just like I was saying earlier to myself, like this is just such a great idea. Like I've never read a book like this. Like every chapter is a different perspective, so it just keeps you interested all the way through, because each chapter you're getting something different about the couple. Like you're seeing it from somebody else's eyes, so it doesn't get like boring, repetitive, or old. Like we get this new fresh perspective every chapter. So I'm really liking it. The main characters are Clara and Seb, and we're just seeing like their timeline. So I think something said it's over 2 decades, so 20 years. We're getting 20 years of whatever it is, like their love story is, through the eyes of everybody else around them. And one of the chapters was just like a stranger, like a commuter on the train, I believe, or whatever, like some public transportation. And I was just cracking up because I was like, wow, this person's nosy. But that's funny, like, and it's really accurate. Like people around us are looking at us and observing us. And it's like, wow, what, like thinking about what are they thinking about when they see these two people. So I just wanted to pop in and kind of tell you guys where I was at. We will continue reading. It's 9:20. I'm just going to read for about 30 minutes and then I'm going to bed because I got work tomorrow. But I just wanted to pop in and update you guys, and then I will talk to you tomorrow. Hello, you guys. It is literally probably a couple days later from the last time y'all saw me. Yeah, I don't remember the last time y'all saw me. But I was reading main characters, and I did finish it yesterday. Yes, I finished it yesterday. So I wanted to hurry up and finish this book, because not that I was like not enjoying it, but there's so many books, as you guys can see from the last couple of videos that I put up, that I want to read. Like the video I just put up with my book of the month picks and my TJ Maxx haul, like I can't. And when I get into the mood where I really want to read something, I really want to read it, and it takes away from the current book that I'm reading, so I probably need to stop buying books. But nonetheless, finished main characters. I rated it 3 stars. I just want to go over my final thoughts. It was really good, and I'm trying not to like rate books because of things that I am not used to, because I am reading different books and I am broadening my horizons when it comes to the genre and, you know, how the style of the book. So this book caught my eye because it is written in all different perspectives. Every chapter is a perspective of somebody else that is looking in on this couple's life, observing. So the whole book, we get a span of 20 years of their story, their love story, whatever, through the eyes of other people. So I ended up rating it 3 stars, like I said. I did think maybe it could have been a little bit shorter. Like, the thought and idea of this book, wonderful, like very unique. Never heard of any other book doing that, but I just feel like maybe it could have been executed a different way. But it was a good book. So my review was a little bit long. I said, I just had to pick up this book because of the concept of a love story being told by everyone else but the main characters. This was such a great idea, and I think that is what kept me going in reading it, knowing each chapter would be a new perspective. That is literally what saved me, because there was a point like almost halfway through the book where I was like, okay, I'm kind of like, I need some more. But it was at least nice that every chapter was different. It takes you through 20 years of their relationship through the eyes of everyone else around them. I love the strangers chapters because it was just funny to see how nosy people can be. And that was hilarious, because some chapters I was like, wow, like we do that when we're out and about and just be all up in people's business, or like observing, or like watching, or like eavesdropping in a way. That's kind of how the book was at some points, and I thought that was funny. So people watching, if you will, was funny to read in this manner because we've all done it. The overall concept I liked and was intrigued by, but the connection to the characters because of this was lacking. I did not feel particularly invested in the relationship or connected to the main characters because I didn't get what was going on in their heads. Which is like, can I be mad about that when the preface of the book was to be about everybody else's perspective? But I didn't feel that connection I needed. Some parts were frustrating because of this and wondering why they were the way they were, but I guess this also makes it a different type of book. I like to feel connected to the characters, especially in a romance, so that would be my only downside to the book, and it was a little hard to keep reading at some points. I wasn't bored per se, but it was starting to fall flat for me in the middle, then picked back up. I'm glad I picked it up and gave it a chance. It's been nice reading different styles of writing, and this was my first book by this author. Very unique. So 3 stars on that. And then I actually ended up starting the Misconnection last night because, y'all, I don't want to bring it on vacation with me. I want to bring one of my other books on vacation with me. So we'll figure out which books that'll be when the time comes. But I'm tired. I'm not even tired, y'all. I did. I worked today. I'm tired. But anyway, I started The Misconnection by Tia Williams. I'm 22% in. I'm on chapter 7. And it's pretty good so far. So she meets a stranger on the plane and loses track of him, doesn't know how to find him, doesn't know his name, anything about him that would help her find him. So she sends an email at work, and it accidentally sends to the whole everybody up in there. And so far it's been a lot of funny moments, but she hires this detective and we meet the detective. So now we're like seeing what is played out between her trying to find this man that she thinks is her soulmate, or it could be her soulmate. So I'm very excited because this detective, they have history, and we're trying to figure out what that is, who he was, and what is to come. Because I feel like a lot of these books, like, you can pretty much put 2 and 2 together, but it is funny. And this is the one that Taryn's book club, the Fellowship, I think, let me not misquote it. Fellowship Book Club by Taryn and Pieces. Her book club is reading it, and I joined the book club. So I have been looking at everybody else's comments. Oh, I guess she just started reading it. She said this started out different than I expected, but I'm sad. Exactly. Like, that's what I can say. The first chapter definitely just got right to it. And I love books like that. Like, please don't waste my time. I don't need all that slow build. Like, let's just get into it. I done read the review and I know what was to come. So please. Okay, so I'm just gonna read, and yeah, I'll probably get ice cream in a little bit, but I forgot to tell y'all, I'm home chilling by myself. The girls are asleep, not by myself, but the girls are asleep, and my husband went out to the movies, so I have peace, quiet. It's just me and my books. So let's get into reading this book. I also did download it on Audible. I mean, not Audible. I downloaded it on Everand. I've never had that before. It popped up, so I was like, let's try that. So I have it on here. I did like a little free trial so I could read. But yeah, I'm going to sit here and read. I'm gonna put on YouTube. I found a couple new channels actually to watch, so I'm just gonna have it on the background, and then we'll go from there. I'm kind of tired. I don't know how long I'm gonna last.
Them girls, they just wanna take my money. They don't want me to give you nothing. They don't want you to have nothing. They don't wanna see me find your love. They don't wanna see me smiling back when they breathe.
Good morning, y'all. I fell right to sleep probably a couple, maybe a half hour to an hour after y'all saw me get all comfortable. I got too comfortable. That yawn did it. Anyway, I come bearing bad news. The Misconnection. I just finished it this morning. I read a decent bit last night and then woke up this morning when I was cooking breakfast and just kind of finished it after the morning. It is like 2 o'clock right now, and I feel just bad, you know? I feel bad. Now, I've seen a lot of good reviews on this, and I just cannot lie to you that me personally, this book wasn't for me, which is saddening because this is my first book by Tia Williams, and I probably should have not picked this one to read first, just because you get like the preface of the book is it's this whimsical read. Like, it may not be as realistic, but it's fun. It's supposed to be funny, like yada yada yada. But I don't know if I like books like that. Like, I feel like I've been realizing more and more like what my book taste is and how it's growing. And I truly enjoy like the depth of characters, their whole story, the timeline. Like, y'all are always hearing me say like, I want more, I want more. So I guess when I don't get that, it makes me not enjoy the book. So especially when it comes to romance, I'm not like a insta meet, insta love type girl. I don't like plots like that unless they form a solid connection afterwards. But I'm not into a whole bunch of spice and you doing the most when I don't even know why these characters should be together. I don't like that. I don't like the physical intimacy being way more than the emotional intimacy. And that's kind of how I felt in this book. Like, not that there was a lot of spice scenes, but like the scenes that they were, I was just like very annoyed because I'm like, how did we get here? Why are we even here? Because I'm not understanding. Like, it just seemed more of connections of lust and attraction rather than real depth in love. And I'm just sitting there thinking like, if this is what people are thinking is love, like, please, we need to, what these kids be saying, we've lost the plot. Like, it's not for me. Like, that kind of romance and those kind of stories, like, I don't really care to hear anything about your physical attraction if I don't even understand why y'all like each other. If I'm not feeling like, you know, we should be there. Like, one, I don't think I need to be in the room with y'all. Like, that's my biggest thing. I do not need to be in the room with y'all. I don't like the spice books that are just like too much. And some of these scenes I was just like, this is too much. I closed the door. I don't need to be in here. Like, I don't belong in here with y'all. So yeah, that was like things that was a big turn off for me. But I just felt like the story was not very realistic, which I don't think it was intended to be, but maybe I'm just too serious. And I also just thought, I had such high hopes like going into it. What, like, the first couple chapters I was like, okay, yes, this is funny, like, we're getting right into it. The book starts off, we in there. And I just thought that it would be more. Like, I was trying to figure out why she was so dead set on finding this man in the first place, because I just didn't really feel like there was anything worth trying to find. And I don't know. I don't think the book made you feel like why she was trying to find him so bad. Maybe it was just like I said, like an attraction. You think, you know, you have this one great meet cute per se, and I get where it was trying to go, but I feel like this book would have been just great and way better as like one of the rom-com movies on TV rather than a book, because I just feel like it just didn't do it for me, and I couldn't really imagine it all seriously. And yeah, I did not really care for the miscommunication that was inside. I didn't really care how it ended per se. Like the plot twist was just kind of like, what? Like, I'm confused. Why? How did we get here? Why did you choose that? Like, I don't know. It just didn't make sense for me. So I ended up actually rating it 2 stars. I wasn't even gonna rate it at all, but 2 stars for me. Anything I rate 1 star is like a DNF. So I haven't really DNF'd. I think I've only DNF'd like 1 book, but I was already like, I think I had like 100 pages left, and I just had to just push myself through it because I'm like, okay, maybe it'll end a different way. And the ending, some of the things that were said made it be like, oh, like it could have had so much more potential if things were just done just a little bit differently, but it wasn't. And it's not my book to write, and hey, I don't know. I don't think I would be able to really, I don't know how people write like 300-page books and come up with the ideas and do all this kind of stuff. So kudos to the authors out there, but that book just was not for me. It might be for someone else, but it wasn't for me. I think I'm more of a serious reader. I like to have a connection with the characters, especially when it comes to love. I don't really prefer so much spice, or like I limited spice, or like the closed door spice. Like I don't need, like I said, I don't need to be in a room with y'all. But I think I like real life kind of stories where I feel like you really can connect and grow with the characters and understand how they feel and be inside their head and get their emotions and feelings. Like I need all that. So maybe I'm not like a whimsical reader, I don't know, or maybe I just need to find different ones. Like it just didn't work for me in this case. So I will, however, still be giving 7 Days in June a chance. I do want to read that before the summer's over, because I feel like that one would be more up my alley and have a little bit more depth and things, like for me to connect with the characters a little bit more. I just feel like that's kind of my big thing. Like I really need that in books, because it's like that's the story to me, like, you know what I mean? So I don't know, me and ChatGPT were talking about it, and it was like, girl, that book was not for you. You know what your reading taste is. So next time I guess I need to talk to ChatGPT before and be like, do you think this is a good idea based off of the books that I read? I don't know. So we need to find a 5-star read, okay? We need to find a 5-star read, because my last couple of reads have been 3 stars and under, and that we gotta bring it back up. We gotta bring it back up. So that is all I have for this video. The next video, maybe we'll be finding that 5-star read. I don't know. The next book that I'm gonna read, I have high hopes for. I really do think that it may be a 5-star read for me, or hopefully it's at least 4, but we're gonna try to see. Will it be a 5-star read? So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you guys for watching this reading vlog. We finished main characters and the Misconnection. Like, look at your girl reading. Look at her reading. Like, yes, okay? So anyway, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. If you read either of those books and you read the Misconnection, let me know what you thought. Did you like it? Did you not like it? What were your thoughts? I want to know. But I've been stalking everybody's thoughts on Goodreads, and some are, it's like wavering in between. So I will see you guys in the next one.